Online Panthers. This is Coach Sulzener. I'm really excited to welcome you to our 5th week of online learning. Thanks to all of the students from kindergarten to 5th grade who have been completing our workouts and our assignments. Progress reports are going to be coming out this next week, and your grades will reflect the participation and the assignments that you've completed. So we always want you to get good grades, and I just want to say thanks again for the ones that are really keeping up with all the assignments. Last week, Coach Brown talked about muscular strength and endurance. I hope you all got a really good workout and worked some of those muscles, like the biceps and the triceps and all those other muscles that we've talked about. But this week, our topic is going to be health-related physical fitness. So, I'm going to start out reading the standards. I'm going to read one standard from each grade level. So I'm going to start out with kindergarten, and I'm going to read you the standards that directly relate to health-related physical fitness. The kindergarten standard reads that the kindergartner should be able to identify that the heart beats faster during more intense physical activity. So we'll talk about this here in a little bit more about the heart beating faster after I read all the standards. First grade standard wants the student to identify the difference in the activity of the heart during rest and while physically active. Second grade standard wants the student to identify why sustained physical activity causes an increased heart rate and heavy breathing. Okay, on to the third grade standard is to identify appropriate physical activities that result in the development of cardiorespiratory endurance. Fourth grade standard is to maintain heart rate within the target heart rate zone for a specified length of time during an aerobic activity. And finally, our 5th grade standard reads that the student should identify that an increase in heart rate intensity is necessary to enhance cardiorespiratory endurance. Okay, so kindergarten, through the activities that we're going to ask you to do this week, we're basically just wanting you to identify that your heart beats faster whenever you are getting involved in more intense activities, something greater than walking, like maybe you're running, or you're riding your bike, or you're swimming with your family. Okay, and then first, second, and third is also has a focus of just what your heart feels like when you're at rest, and what your heartbeat does whenever you're getting very active, and it increases. And the upper standards in the upper grades, 4th and 5th, talks about this word called cardiorespiratory endurance. This is what cardiorespiratory endurance is. It is a measure of how well your heart, lungs, and muscles work together to keep your body active over an extended period of time. So, as PE coaches, we want to at times get you involved where for maybe like 5 or 10 minutes, you're really moving a lot and you're starting to sweat, and your heart's beating a lot faster, and your lungs, you're taking a lot more deep breaths. And that is our goal, is to get you to that point where your heart's working and your heart muscle is getting worked out and your lungs are getting a good workout, because when you do that, you just have a healthier body. So I wanted to talk about a heart rate. A normal heart rate when you're at rest, okay, for a 5 to 6-year-old is that heart would beat about 75 to 115 beats per minute when you're at rest. A 7 to 9-year-old, their heart would beat around 70 to 110 beats per minute when they are at rest. And then finally, if you're 10 years or older, your heart at rest should be beating around 60 to 100 beats per minute. So obviously, if you're involved in cardiorespiratory activities or aerobic activities, we would want your heart rate to get above that. So, and that's what it talks about, the target rate. So I want to talk about some of these activities that you can do at home this week with your family to get your heart rate up beyond the resting point and to keep it up for an extended period of time. Here's some activities you can do with your family. And of course, we always want it to be supervised with a parent or a guardian. You can run with your parents, maybe in the neighborhood when they're with you and you're safe, swimming, always with a parent or guardian. You can skate, you can go skating. You can ride your bike, and maybe you and your parents can come up with another creative way that you can get your heart rate up and be involved in cardiorespiratory activity and to get that endurance. So once again, I just want to repeat, when you reach that point when your heart rate's up, you're going to be sweating, you're going to be breathing heavier, and your heart rate and your heart's beat is going to increase. Okay. I wanted to just talk about some of the benefits of getting your heart rate up and keeping it up for a while. Some of those benefits as you get older will be even more important, but it's good to establish and know that while you're young. If you have asthma, being active in cardiorespiratory activities will help reduce asthma. It can help you sleep better at night if you're active during the day and get your heart rate up. It helps you strengthen your immune system, which helps you to fight colds and sickness. And it also helps you maintain your weight. So coaches always want you to be very active, getting your heart rates up to where you're not just walking, but you're actually sweating and breathing heavier for maybe like 10 minutes at a time. And that's our goal for you this week and every week. So, let me see. So kindergarten through first, this week, you're gonna have a quiz. And there's going to be one question that's going to be easy for you to answer. It's going to be true and false. And then the second answer is going to be, you are going to have your parents help you type in the activity that you completed with your family. We want you to do that for about 15 or 20 minutes. That could be bike riding, that could be running, that could be swimming with your parents, that could be anything else that you can think of that will get your heart rate up, okay? And 2nd through 5th grade, you will have a quiz too. The first question will have to do with something I taught today in this lesson. And then the second question will be, you're going to share the activity that you completed for 15 to 20 minutes with a family member supervising it, okay? And that's going to be worth 8 points. So 2 points for another question, the first question, 8 points for the second question. All right? So that's going to be your homework, is watching this video and then completing that. I may upload a video just in case it's a rainy week and you can't get out. I may upload a video that's about 20 minutes long that will also give you a good aerobic and heart workout, okay? So that's an option too. So in closing, I just want to remind you, make sure that you are keeping up with all your assignments. This week's workout, once again, needs to be with a family member, a parent, or a guardian. I want you to always be safe. And fourth of all the coaches want you to have a really great week. Once again, you can always message me if you have questions. I'd be happy to message you back on Microsoft Teams. But until next week, okay, be safe, and I'll see you in about 2 weeks.